The night promised to be a celebration of the powerful intersection between media and politics. It was an event many expected would be filled with debate, sharp wit, and the usual tensions that marked Washington's most prestigious gatherings. But no one could have predicted that the true spectacle would come from an unexpected source. A young man, composed and calm, who would redefine the meaning of grace under pressure. As the glittering chandeliers above illuminated the bustling ballroom, Barron Trump, the often unseen figure of the Trump family, found himself at the center of an unfolding drama, delivering a quiet yet impactful response that would leave the room in stunned silence. What was meant to be just another panel discussion soon became a moment of unexpected power, a reminder of the humanity behind every headline. Among the attendees sat Barron Trump, now 18, tall and composed, his presence understated but noticeable. He had been invited as a guest by a well-known political analyst who admired his quiet demeanor and intellect. Unlike his father, Barron had remained largely out of the public eye, rarely giving interviews or making public statements. But tonight, he would find himself at the center of an unexpected storm. The event's panel featured a mix of liberal and conservative voices. Among them was a well-known television journalist, infamous for their sharp critiques and cutting humor. They had built their career on being unapologetic, often pushing the limits of acceptable discourse. As the panel discussion heated up, it was only a matter of time before the topic of the Trump family arose. "Well, let's face it," the journalist quipped, their voice laced with amusement. "Some people have to work their way up in life, and others are simply born into golden elevators. Must be nice to never have to struggle, huh?" The remark drew scattered laughter from the audience, though some members noticeably shifted in discomfort. Barron, who had been listening intently, remained still, his expression unreadable. The journalist continued, emboldened by the reaction. "I mean, really, what's next? Barron writing a book on the hardships of being a Trump? Imagine that bestseller." The laughter grew louder, but not everyone in the room found it amusing. Barron, however, did not react, not immediately. Instead, he calmly leaned forward, adjusting his posture slightly. Then, to the surprise of everyone, he lifted a hand and signaled that he wanted to speak. The moderator hesitated, glancing at the panelists before nodding. "Barron, you'd like to respond?" Barron took the microphone, his voice even and controlled. "I appreciate the humor," he began, his tone calm yet firm. "But let's talk about what's really at play here." The room quieted, the weight of his words drawing all attention to him. "I understand that my last name makes me an easy target. I get that people have opinions about my father, and that's fair. But I think we forget that behind every public figure, whether you agree with them or not, there's a human being. Just like there's a human being behind every journalist, every politician, every commentator." The crowd sat in silence, hanging onto his every word. "I've been in rooms where people assume I must be privileged beyond comprehension," he continued. "And I won't sit here and pretend I've had the same struggles as someone growing up in hardship. But privilege doesn't exempt a person from challenges, from scrutiny, or from unfair assumptions. The easiest thing in the world is to judge someone based on what you think you know." The journalist, now looking less confident, shifted in their seat. "I'm not here to win anyone over," Barron added, his gaze steady. "But I do think conversations like these should make us think about how quickly we tear others down for sport. I respect the role of the press. I respect the necessity of criticism, but I also believe in fairness. And fairness starts when we remember that the people we discuss are not just headlines. They're people." A hush fell over the room. Then Slowly, applause began, growing from polite claps to a full ovation. Even some of the journalist's supporters found themselves nodding, perhaps realizing the moment had shifted. The journalist, visibly unsettled, gave a forced chuckle. "Well, I certainly didn't expect that," they muttered. Barron simply nodded, offering a polite, measured smile. "Neither did I," he replied, setting the microphone down. Within hours, clips of the moment had gone viral. Social media exploded with reactions, many praising Barron's grace under pressure. News anchors debated the moment, some defending the journalist's right to satire, while others questioned whether the remark had crossed a line. But Barron didn't comment further. The next morning, when asked about the exchange by reporters outside the venue, he simply said, "I think the moment spoke for itself." And indeed, it had. Thank you for watching. If this story resonated with you, don't forget to like and share. Subscribe for more inspiring stories, and remember, sometimes all it takes is one unexpected moment to change everything.